So my name is Bradley. I have a wonderful wife named Jamie and two beautiful kids, Mila, who's 5, and Leo, who's 2. And I'm coming to Liberty since May of 2021. I grew up in Westminster and Huntington Beach. As kids, my parents, we went to church, off and on, the occasional weekend. My parents would take us. And we did that up until 8th grade, and unfortunately, my parents decided to separate. That hurt me deeply. And then throughout high school, I kind of just ran. I didn't really go back to church that much. And there was something inside me that always drew me back to church. And I would go, when in high school, I would stop in on a Sunday. I would, local churches in Huntington and here, in Newport. Throughout college, I did the same thing. In 2014, I met Jamie. We hit it off right away. We clicked. She loved working. I loved working. I always worked hard. She works hard. In 2017, we eventually got married. Got the wonderful news that we were having our first child, Mila. So when Mila was born in 2018, in October, it was a blessing. A couple months after that, Jamie decided that her passion, her love, her care of where she was working wasn't going to work out. You could see the pain in her face. It hurt me. I remember in 8th grade, when my parents separated, the pain I felt at that point, and I knew I had to do something. So I just figured I was gonna work. And I worked hard, and I worked for Mila, I worked for Jamie, and I kept pushing her, and we're gonna get through it. And in April of 2018, that's when our first business was born. She had to do something, and so I said, just do what you love, and we'll figure it out. So she started educating kids on her own. And all that year, we just pushed. We worked around the clock. We were new parents. We were trying to figure it out. So in January of 2020, we moved our business into our first location. Fortunately, in March of 2020, as we all know, COVID hit. And that for us was a big one because we work with children. So we pushed all of 2020 through COVID. We did what we could. We did the virtual. We did the 6 feet. And I asked Jamie, I was like, what's your next step? And she said, I would really like to open a preschool for my kids. At that same time, we found out that she was pregnant with our second child, Leo. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? She's like, let's email churches. Right? So what we did is we emailed all the churches in the area and said, hey, do you have any space available for us to open a preschool? It was, to our luck, that Pastor Ryan responded. And he said, yes, let's talk. We would love to hear what you have to say. So Jamie and I, in 2021, the summer of 2021, we met Pastor Ryan. We told him our story and everything we fought for to get to this point, and how we love to work with children, and we want to open a preschool for our children, but we also want to help more children. And I remember when we met with Ryan, he's like, would you like a tour of the campus? We walked into the worship center, and I saw, the cross up top, and I just felt something inside my heart, and I just felt like I missed it. I felt like I needed it, and I feel like everything I've been through, maybe God pushed me to this point. So in May of 2021, I went to my first service. It was with Pastor Jay, and he was talking about mental health. He brought up anxiety, stress, how to deal with it, God's plan for it. And that message resonated well with me because at the time, we're going through a lot of stress, anxiety's up and down. But it was amazing to hear what Pastor Jay's message was, because I left and went home and told Jamie, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. That resonated so well with me. I think I'm just gonna keep going to church. During that time of 21 and 22, as we were working on the school, I just kept going. And as I would show up more, I didn't know where I sat. I was out there like everyone else. I didn't know if I was on this side of it or that side of it. I had so many questions. I eventually decided I'm just gonna open my mind and open my heart and just let it all flow in. I was gonna stop questioning, stop thinking, and just let my heart take over. And I think that's really when my relationship with Jesus happened. I let him in my heart. I let him talk to me. And I think what's impacted me the most, coming to Liberty and allowing Jesus in my heart, is the community. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's there to support you. We're all sharing our burdens with each other. We're all trying to become more righteous and more like him. And I think when you're around a community like that, and they're friendly and they're supporting you, and you're trying to support them, everyone just together is happier, and they feel loved, cared for, and that we're all going to be okay, and we're all not perfect, but we'll get through it. Baptism to me is I'm publicly ready to make this commitment to move forward and begin to become more like him, more forgiving, more loving, and more peaceful. I'm truly excited for this, and it's something I've been waiting for a very long time, and I feel like today I'm truly ready for it.